Welcome to All About VCerts, the go-to podcast for busy teachers delivering NCFE Level 1 to Technical Awards. Hosted by myself, Rachel.
And Beth. We're both experienced provider development officers here at NCFE.
Each bite-sized episode is packed with practical insights, top tips, and expert guidance on all things VCerts.
Helping you make the most of your VCerts.
Hi everyone and welcome back to All About VCerts, your space for practical insight and support with the VCerts delivery. I'm Beth.
And I'm Rachel, and in today's episode, we're taking a closer look at the guidance around command verbs for our Level 1-2 Technical Awards.
Now the verbs themselves haven't changed, but the updated guidance brings much more clarity around what each one is asking of learners.
And that clarity is key for consistent teaching, learning and assessment. So let's break it down with a special guest joining us today.
We're thrilled to welcome Angela, Lead Assessment Solutions Officer, who's here to share her expert perspective on how this guidance supports both educators and learners. Why command verbs matter? Let's start with the basics. Why are command verbs so important in VCert delivery?
They shape how learners respond to tasks and how we assess their understanding. If a learner misinterprets a verb, they might miss the mark, even if they know the content.
Absolutely. Command verbs are key to making the assessments clear and purposeful. When learners grasp exactly what's expected of them, they can showcase their knowledge more confidently, and then teachers can assess with greater accuracy and consistency.
That shared understanding helps ensure fairness across the board.
And it also gives the learner the confidence to approach tasks with the right mindset and structure.
So what's changed in the guidance? So what's actually new in the updated guidance?
Well, the verbs themselves, like describe, explain, evaluate, they haven't changed, but what's new is the clarity around them.
Yes, we've expanded the definitions and added descriptors to clarify what each verb is really asking for. It's about providing depth and structure, which will in turn help teachers and learners stay aligned in their expectations.
For instance, the command verb describe typically asks learners to outline characteristics or features, often highlighting cause and effect. In contrast, explain requires an understanding demonstrated through a structured what and why approach, using connected statements and reasons.
That kind of distinction can really help learners tailor their response more effectively.
And it helps support teachers in designing tasks more effectively and marked with greater consistency. So it's a win-win for both teaching and assessment.
So, practical tips for using the guidance. So, how can teachers use this updated guidance in their day-to-day delivery?
Start by using the definitions to the model responses. Show learners what a strong answer looks like for each command verb.
And then incorporating command verbs into your questioning. So, for example, prompting learners to compare or justify during discussions, and this can help build their familiarity with assessment language and boost their confidence.
So, encouraging learners to highlight the verb in every question and plan their response around it. I know it's a simple habit, but that can make a big difference also.
You could even create classroom display or revision cards with the verbs and their meanings, something visual and accessible.
And this kind of reinforcement helps learners clearly understand what is expected of them and apply those expectations more confidently in response to assessments.
So supporting consistency in assessment. And this isn't just about the teaching, it's also about the assessment.
Using the same understanding of command verbs across your team helps ensure the consistency in marking.
Exactly, it's about establishing a shared language. When command verbs are interpreted consistently by everyone, it reduces the ambiguity, it strengthens the quality assurance, and it also empowers teachers to train learners in using these verbs effectively, helping them respond in ways that the examiners can recognise and reward.
And it helps learners feel more confident and prepared for both the internal and the external assessments.
It's all about supporting everybody involved, from teachers to learners to assessors and examiners.
So a quick recap. To sum up, command verbs might seem like a small part of the specification, but they have a big impact.
And the updated guidance is available within our tutor guidance document for each research subject. And we have included a section in our on-demand onboarding recording. And this gives us the tools to teach and assess with clarity and confidence, and to help learners respond with purpose.
And it's a great resource to build into your planning, standardisation, and everyday teaching and delivery. It supports consistency and clarity across the board.
Thanks for joining us for this episode.
And don't forget to share this episode with your team. It's a great conversation starter for your next standardisation session.
And also, please book onto our next Q&A sessions. We have in December, key dates. In March, we're covering key information. In May, holistic marking. In June, prep for 26-27. And these are available on our Provider Hub page under the Q&A section. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to follow, share, or leave a review.
Until next time, be prepared
And know we're here for you.
and stay connected.